Okay, so I'm not quite certain what happened, but essentially my first video completely and totally cut off, which I'm super, super not thrilled about. And so I'm filming a second video, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So now I literally just put down the headers. I was going to use all three, but I figured these two are quite nice together, so I'm just going to save them for another time. As I said, I like to do leftovers. Okay, so we're back to our heart checklist, which, whoops, I am definitely moving everything around. Okay, so back to our heart checklist, which I put down with the planner on the side because let's face it, I would have no skill otherwise. And I have this really weird thing. I don't like the feel. I'm really weird. I like to run my hands over the paper and I don't like the feeling if I can feel the stickers that are overlapped. I know that's super, super weird. I don't like it. And I'd rather have that tiny, tiny little sliver of white than have those two overlap. Yeah, I just don't. I can't handle it. So I don't know if anyone else does this kind of style of planning. Sometimes I do mix it up. Sometimes I do put my full boxes in different spots to accommodate the type of week that I have. But as I've said, this is a relatively quiet week, which is really unusual for me because I don't typically get those, especially this time of year with my job. I don't really have a lot of like down weeks. So it's nice. And this kit is just so beautiful. I'm loving the colors. I love the muted colors. And honestly, I feel like the blue adds a lot in. I feel like it just adds to the spread instead of detracts. I don't have date covers. I don't find I need them. So just not on this spread. If I will use them in a kit if I have them. But again, I start to find that with bottom washi and date covers, it gets a little bit crowded and I like space. So now that they're all there and they're not touching the to-do headers, I'm just going to quickly put down my weekend banner. That varies. I don't have it in the same place each week either. I will switch it up. And this is so beautiful. Look at it. It's Kiss Cut weekend banner. Is it going to focus? It is. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love the autumn winter kits. I just love it. I really do. That is not even in the middle at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a bit. So I don't want to tear this. These stickers are coming up nicely. Now, I wouldn't recommend you like pull them up, but they are coming up really nicely. So let's try this again. Maybe we'll just try and center here and see what happens. Last time, guys. Third time the charm. Gonna make this work for me. Whatever. It's done. It's down. Life goes on. Okay. So now that I've got just the basic week down, I'm going to work on my sidebar before I start my day-to-day planning. I don't know. Are these flags? This might cover this. So I do like pulling in a little bit of the dark into the sidebar. This is not going to cover this. That is okay because we have this really, really nice washi. This is already cut washi. It's beautiful. They've got different size strips. So I think I am just going to do the 2 brown strips and put them on the sidebar. And I don't have any particular rhyme or reason how I do my sidebar. It literally changes every single week. And that's okay, because that suits my planning style. It's all about trying new things, right? That's why I started this channel. So how I got into planning is I was always into planning. I always had an agenda, and I always kept, not a journal. I stopped doing that when I was younger, but I got into planning, and then my bestie in real life and also my planner bestie, Carly, and she lives out on the East or West Coast rather. She was like, well, let me just show you my guilty obsession. And she showed me her Erin Condren, and then I was like, well, I'm done. I'm obviously done. I am clearly in this forever. I love it. It just suits my planning style. It is really effective for me to see my day planned out like this. And then I am also lucky enough to be able to afford this hobby because not everybody can afford to do it. I understand that. It's not inexpensive. However, let me tell you, the kits from Let's Lumos, especially when she's having a sale, are really, really, really well priced. So, I'm trying to think of what I want to do. I think this week I want to switch it up. And I am going to put I'm going to put this meals header. I like that they're pink so they can go onto they're pink and so they can go onto the washi and just always stand out. So I'm actually just going to put it above here. I don't do this very frequently. Again, this is not, I like playing around with my sidebar till I find something that works for me. So I do track my meals in the sidebar. And again, I just find it's easier to put everything down like this, and then it doesn't get, it doesn't get too off center. I am notorious for having very, very off center sidebars. And again, it's not a big deal. Life goes on, guys. There are bigger things in the world to get upset about. So there we go. We've got our meals all down. That's not straight. Oh, well. Life goes on, as I just said. So I've got our wheels down. I think I am going to do our habit trackers next. And so I will put one down for, what am I going to do for this week? I think I'll have one for no Starbucks because that's my big one. Starbucks is on my way to work. And let me tell you, the ladies at my Starbucks are literally the nicest in the world. They're always so happy. They're always so smiley. I know their names. They know my name. We have a grand old time. So I'm going to do no Starbucks and I'm going to, again, do my no spend because, yeah, it's no spend November, guys. No spend November. So yeah, I've got my no spend. I've got my meals. I've got my no Starbucks. What will be next? I think what I will do is I will just use a little bit more washi. Maybe I'll put these nice coffee grounds. And I will say I know what I'm going to do. Oh, that is extraordinarily crooked. That will bug me because I can pick that one up, no problem. So there's that. And then I'm going to put down one of the half boxes, and she has 9 half boxes. You've got so many to choose from. And I think just to keep in the theme with the sidebar, I'm going to go for this basic pink one and lay it down. And then I'm just going to put the other little coffee grounds one, coffee beans, not coffee grounds, coffee beans one right here, just to frame it. And this is for my 52-week for savings challenge. Sometimes I put this on Thursdays. Sometimes I put this in my sidebar. But I have to say, my Thursdays have been getting very, very packed lately. So sidebar it is. I definitely have the room. And then what I like to do, especially when they have washi that's like this, which is a scene, I like to put it at the bottom. And I don't care if 2 coffee cups are together. It's going to look beautiful. Sometimes shops will give you like a little square to put here, and that's my favorite because then I don't have to worry about it. Again, because I don't use my sidebar. Some people just jam their sidebar pack with everything, and I'm like, how are you doing that? I just don't use mine like that, but I'm always impressed. People's sidebar always turns out so beautiful. in all the YouTube I watch. And let me tell you, in the years since I've been planning, I have watched a lot of YouTube. I love it. And again, I'm just one of those people because I can't stand having my washi overlap. I don't like that feeling. I am just putting it together. Super crooked, but life goes on, as I said. And there's that cute little scene. There's a little space at the bottom, but again, I don't worry about that. Okay, so I am going to go into my day-by-day planning. So I am just gonna open my laptop and see what I go to a Pilates studio. I am obsessed with Pilates. It is the best thing in the world. And the Pilates studio really close to my home is wonderful. So I'm just pulling up to see what my classes are like this upcoming week, or this week, the 6th through the, oh gosh, 12th. My goodness, that's embarrassing. And then I will lay down the stickers. So, I have one class on Wednesday, and I am waitlisted for a class on the Thursday. So I will use, I like using quarter boxes, but maybe this week I'll change it up. Why not? Why not, guys? So on Wednesday, I'm going to use this dark brown one in the bottom, and I always put my workouts at the bottom. I try and work out when I say I'm going to in my agenda, but sometimes things happen and I'm just not able to make it, and I just find it's always easier to scribble out at the end of the page when when you can, it's at the bottom. Wow, I am not coherent. Sorry, guys. So anyway, so here are my 2 workouts, and I have, oh gosh, I have these workout guys. I'm obsessed with these workout guys. Let me pull them out for you, my big stash of people stickers, I guess. So let's see. I just got a bunch of new pages from my favorite sticker shops. So Once More with Love, the Coffee Monsters Co. I actually use, these are called Gracie's, and they're from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. Are they doing what they're supposed to do? Yes, they are focusing. Wow. So they're from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. and I love Gracie's, and she has so many different ones. So these are her reading Gracie's. We've got our sick day Gracie's. We've got our working girl Gracie's. Those are not Gracie's. We've got our workout Gracie's, and there is another yoga Gracie. And I think for this week, I would like to use my yoga Gracie to mark that I have Pilates on these days. So I am just gonna put her here. And I'm going to put her, that depends on when hockey has gotten on. So the other thing that I like to mark, because I am also, as I said, a really big sports fan, is when the Leafs are playing, because I am a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. I am aware of how delusional that sounds, but I love the Toronto Maple Leafs. I grew up with the Toronto Maple Leafs, so I will be marking when they play. And then so for this week, they play on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Ooh, this is a busy week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So I am going to use these hockey stickers from Once More with Love just to show that I've got the hockey games on. So if I have the Once More with Love one that goes this way, then I will use the Gracie going the other way. And I won't put her on yet because I want to, whoops guys, that was bad. That was embarrassing. I want to just mark that there's a hockey game on. And I think I'm going to mark the hockey games with the quarter boxes. And I'd like to do different quarter boxes, different color boxes. Okay, so here is my Gracie, and she'll mark my yoga class. And then, uh-oh, where did he go? Here is my hockey munchkin for Wednesday, and he will mark the Leafs game. And if anything comes up, I usually mark it in here. Let's zoom in just a touch. Just a smidge, guys. So if anything comes up, I usually put it in here. What ends up happening is I create my own little checklist for myself of things that I need to do when I get home. I'm not very good about keeping those checklists, but if I have them, then I know they're in there and they get done sometime in the week. I just like checking everything off as it comes day by day. So I also told you guys that there was going to be a hockey game on Monday. So we'll just put this here. Down at the bottom, we'll do another hockey sticker. Don't you love the Munchkins? I love the Munchkins. And then we've got another hockey game on Friday. Packed week for hockey. Some weeks there's 2 games, some weeks there's 4. Does not make sense to me, but whatever. Okay, oh, that's Saturday, but that's okay because it is hockey night in Canada, and so there's also hockey on Friday. So the other thing that I know in my week, for sure this week, is that I will be going for a run on Tuesday. And so I will take this pink one and just put this here. And I don't have a running Gracie, because there is no running Gracie yet. But I do have a lot of the emojis, and I run outside. So if you can see, these are the emojis from the Coffee Monster Co. I run outside. I don't use a treadmill, but I am going to go running. So I'm just going to use my little emoji from here to mark that I am going running. I am also going running on Saturday, but I like to mark that on Saturday morning. I don't always mark it with a sticky, depending on what kind of run I do or what kind of workout I do. And things are up in the air. Sometimes I like to go to Pilates on the weekend, so I haven't decided yet. It's a little far away. So we'll just leave that for when we get there. But I do still have my hockey things. I'm sure you guys are all yelling at me. Oh my goodness, make sure to put down your hockey, guys. So here's my hockey guy. I've nearly used up a full page. I always feel really accomplished when I've used up a full page of stickers. It makes me very happy. So this is my week so far. Nothing big, except for I'm just going to use just one of these little quarter boxes that has the stitching on it. I don't know if you guys can tell. There's stitching on it. Just to mark that Brooklyn Nine-Nine is on Tuesday rather. That is what I watch. It's my one show of the week that I watch. I do watch some shows. I watch Riverdale, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and Star Trek so Riverdale and Star Trek on Sunday, and then Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I just wait until that's up on, but sometimes I do stay up to watch it. I like to go to bed early. So the other thing that I can note, and I'm so excited because I get to use her script icons, is that it's going to be, well, it's not really a script icon, but it's payday on Thursday. Let me just, yes, it is going to be payday on Thursday. So I like to mark that down, that it's payday. And then I'm not going to mark down my bills because I have actually just paid those now. That's exciting. I always figure out payday and what's going on in payday when that happens. But what I do on every week that it's a payday, I do the groceries, and then my fiance does the groceries on the week that he gets paid, because we get paid every other week. So that's wonderful, because it always just leaves us a lot of time to do everything that we want to do. So I see that there's a little grocery basket here. So I'm just going to mark this because we do it first thing on Saturday morning. That's what we do every single Saturday morning. It's our tradition. I really like it. We get up, we typically go for a run, and then it's payday, and you guys can't even see what I'm doing because I'm totally out of frame. But there we go. Okay, so it's payday. And then the other thing that I do know is that Sunday is laundry day. And I actually make that take up 2 hearts on my heart checklist because I do not like doing laundry. It is not my favorite thing in the world to do. Specifically, I do not like folding laundry. I am not a fan of folding laundry at all, guys. It's not my thing. So I'm just going to center it. It can just cover 2 of the hearts, and I'll just mark off that it's laundry day on Sunday. And then the other thing that I do know 100% for sure is that I have to study a little bit on Sunday, or Friday rather. Friday night is my study night. So I am going to take a half box, I think, and I'm going to take this lovely darker half box to match the scarf. And I'm just going to mark it down here. And I think this will motivate me to get my studying done before the game starts. I'm just going to mark it down here, and then I am going to use probably stickers everywhere, guys. It's chaos. I should have pulled these out beforehand, but I know for next time. So I am going to pull out my Working Girl Gracie, and Working Girl Gracie, and she's just going to go here. And then what I will do is I just make little check boxes for myself, and I'll just do the chapters that I want to study. Typically, it's 1 to 3 chapters. I never do more than that. My chapters are like 20 pages, and they're super dense. I'm not a huge fan of them. I do these courses for work, and let me tell you, they're super dry. So this is my week laid out as it is. I don't really know much more than that because I have planned it early, but what I will say is, because I'm gonna mark my no spend again, I'm gonna pull out again once More with Love no spends, and she's sort of got that, a little bit of that pink, kind of not even close to the same color. So she's got that pink, so I'm just gonna pull her yeah, I'm just going to pull her there just to remind me that I am not spending. And I think because I said no Starbucks, I'm going to pull one of the icons from the kit, which is a cute little coffee cup. And I am going to put that in my sidebar as well and just put no Starbucks. Because, yep, no spend November. I can do this. All right, guys, so this is my spread. I will probably post on Instagram once I filled it in with pen, just a little bit. I always fill it in a little bit before. Oh, you guys are really zoomed in. Before my week zooms out, or zooms out rather. Wow, before my week comes out. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.